There has been a huge amount of uncertainty surrounding Manchester United's summer transfer plans as takeover talks continue to take place. United are eager to get their business done early in the off-season, though that is easier said than done given the huge mitigation of the ownership situation. Erik ten Hag is still not entirely sure of what his budget will be, and therefore it is difficult to know which players to pursue when it is unclear how much money will be available. That will remain up in the air for the time being. There were conflicting reports yesterday that United would consider granting Sheikh Jassim exclusive negotiating rights to buy United, which would signal the end of the ongoing transfer saga, although these were soon played down by other journalists following the saga. On the other hand, it was also claimed in another report that the limbo could drag on well into next season. A Sheikh Jassim takeover would divide the fanbase, though the harsh reality is that there are many United fans who would be happy to trade a proud past for a tainted future if it meant they could rival the biggest teams in world football for the best players. If indeed a Qatari takeover does end up being completed during the summer transfer window, there will be a real expectation for United to make their presence known. It has been suggested that Sheikh Jassim will boost United's summer transfer funds through a separate fund should he be successful, as well as complete a full takeover of the club. There have already been links with Paris Saint-Germain duo Neymar Jr. and Kylian Mbappé, and further superstars will likely be tipped to make the move to Old Trafford if the takeover is completed. What is most crucial, though, is that any player signed this summer must be approved by Erik ten Hag and not signed simply to show financial muscle and make a point. United are prioritizing the addition of a striker and will look to add a midfielder and a goalkeeper this summer. There is also interest in adding another centre-back and possibly another forward, plans that could be given the go-ahead following a successful takeover. If United do indeed receive a large cash injection just to be spent on new players, then it could mean that they reignite their interest in signing Harry Kane, having come to terms with the fact that he is unlikely to be sold this summer. Daniel Levy might insist that Kane is not for sale under any circumstance, but the truth is that every player has a price. United might well test that resolve with a bid that really is too good to turn down for a player who is out of contract in a year's time. A successful takeover could also see United make a late bid for Declan Rice, if he hasn't already agreed a transfer by then. United are long-term admirers of the West Ham star but simply do not have the finances right now to compete with Arsenal and Man City for a player valued at least £100 million. Ten Hag wants to add a world-class midfielder and striker to his side this summer after qualifying for the Champions League, though it is hard to see how they would be able to do so in their current state. United are well aware that player sales will play a big part in their summer rebuild, regardless of any change in ownership, not only to meet financial fair play regulations but to streamline the playing squad in general. They could also look to navigate FFP rules by adopting a similar transfer strategy to Chelsea's use of amortization, by handing out extraordinarily long contracts that spread the cost of a deal across a number of years. It effectively means clubs can spend far more than usual in the present but will be restricted in the years ahead due to the continued cost of deals. A successful takeover could also see United push ahead with securing a new lucrative front of shirt sponsor after reaching an agreement to end their deal with TeamViewer early. United set up shop at the World Economic Forum back in January to entertain clients and partners, with their search for a new kit sponsor being one of the key motivators behind their presence. They could take over the transfer market as well.